Welcome back to Amanda Plays Games. We are back in the Outer Worlds. We're in the Saltuna factory, I guess? Getting ready to talk to the big boss. Because we need to get a part for our ship. It's been a hot second since I've played it. Because I had a cold, I might still be coughing a little while, every once in a while. But, so everything that I had that released was like pre-recorded. And now my backlog is completely empty. So here I am. But I might cough a little bit. So sorry in advance. Let's see. Notice. The Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and/or supervisor. Be considerate toward other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Oh my god. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. Paying for your sick leave? What a company, huh? We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness is the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Whoops. I activated my... I don't really want to steal anything right now. So we can go that way. That's the way we're supposed to go. This is like the actual factory, though. Can I read anything? Hello? Goodness. Why, hello there. A bypass stunt. Where's it? A vending machine discovered? Where? Oh, right over here? Why, hello there. Spacer's Choice automated sales units. Vending machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Interesting. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction or a hack skill of 40 or higher. I could buy some Adreno. I have 153 bits. Tartarus sauce. Frozen dinner. Dervish mist. Adrenaline booster. Speed movement plus 20%. Melee weapons attack speed plus 20%. Last 15 seconds. You whirl till you hurl, it says. It costs 100 credits. Dehydrated water tablets. Water without the hydrogen or oxygen. Okay, I don't know how that's supposed to work. Corona cigarettes. 2-hour energy brew. I don't know that I need anything. Let me know. Plain old pure water. Let me know, y'all, in the, comments what I need to buy. Hold Z to sell junk. Speed grip for sure grip. Toughened armor mod. Ooh, 600. Nickel pad. Oh, some very fancy. Oh, I like this helmet. That looks fancy. I want to buy, I guess I'll buy, it's 50 per bullet, or 40 per, it's 6 per bullet. Let's do 10 bullets. I don't know if I have anything that actually needs the heavy ammo, but I wanted to get some just in case.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Fancy. Oh, hello.
Got my sights on you.
Well, that's cool. I got my sights on you too. There you go. Saltuna. All this is stealing. All this is stealing. How do I know if I'm seen by anyone? Do a quick save real quick. And I'll steal it all. Anybody see me? I've gotten a weapons modification. Install mods at a workbench to upgrade your weapons. Okay. I stole it. I stole it with style. It's not a very big factory, you know? Okay. We'll go and chat with the main guy. He's gonna be like, I saw you steal that stuff from that box. How dare you? Now you have to work here for 700 years.
I need you to explain this. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked...
Seems we've got a guest.
Oh.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I don't sweat it, dude. Are you Reed? I was told I could talk to you. You must be the town boss. I'll wait until you're finished. Are you Reed?
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Boy, I don't work for you. I don't work for Spacer's Choice. I think you might have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay, what do I gotta do? Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Oofa.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Yeah, I figured. I don't think those people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Sorry, I have to blow my nose real quick. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers
Ooh.
back at their stations.
Can we form a workers' union? I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Perfect.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay. I got a companion. Pavarotti was her name, right? Named after the opera singer Luciano. That's fun. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help you in a variety of ways. Plus, companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. Okay. Sorry, you're gonna hear shuffling around for a hot second, because I'm gonna find my quest thing that I printed out for this game. Real quick. Completely forgot that I had it until now. Oh no. It's in all of my mail and stuff. My desk is a mess. Hold on. Here we go. The Outer Worlds quest log. I have lists for everything nowadays. Because I can't think anymore on my own. Alright. The Companion Ledger. This Companion Ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Parvati, not Pavarotti. Okay. I was like, well, whatever you say. So Parvati has an impact hammer, fun, and a light pistol. She also has a saber, a light assault rifle. So we can do that and switch it. Tossball stick. No, this one does 120, plus it's got electric damage. Hmm. 180 damage per second. Ch-ch-ch. 121 damage per second. This has knockback, special effect knockback, bleed, stagger. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And then here's her body armor, mechanics overalls, rebuilt mining gear. Hephaestus. 4 armor, 7 armor. Okay. Healthy, boisterous, sneaky, bonus support engineering. Oh, I don't have any perk points. Okay. Medium distance, mixed weapon, aggressive. Got it, got it. Overload skill. Parvati slams down her hammer, creating a blast wave that shocks enemies and stuns automechanicals. Knockout. Knocks the targets to the ground, rendering them unconscious for a few seconds. Stun. Stuns the targets, leaving them unable to act for a short time. Cool. So that's all her stuff. Reed asks you to deliver a message to Adelaide and her deserters. I have yet to complete a single quest. Okay. I'm just trying to see what I've got here. Okay. Well, I don't have any quests done, so nothing to check off. Alright. Parvati.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh.
Okay, going quiet.
Okay. I don't know how to tell if I've been spotted or not while crouched. Okay, well, I guess let's go. Hi.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay. And the elevator is not far away enough. That's Boogie. Huh?
Hey, ma'am.
Oh.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Sorry. Let's talk when you're free.
No, it's fine. Let's do this.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Aw, you're super
just
cute.
Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Tell me everything. Figures, Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. Is this about the deserters? So what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Before they left. I can't blame them for anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends or what? Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned? This town's got issues, honey.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay, let's go talk to him. I met the vicar. He asked me to find a book for him.
Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that.
I don't know. Suppose it couldn't hurt. And we'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
You're a sweetie. So far, I like... Oh, I love that the quest markers have, like, what it is, so you don't get all turned around. So far, I'm liking having a companion. What does this do?
On my way.
Ah, I see. Well, come on. Why, hello there. I missed you earlier. Look at that. This is the vicarage or whatever this is, the church. I'll turn around.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yeah, that's... I'm sure a problem. Alright, vicar. Oof. Hold on just a second. I am feeling like maybe balanced performance. Graphics qualities. Let's do medium if we can. I am feeling like, oops, cancel. I am feeling like my, every single time I get into this game, I feel like I'm adjusting
Any
everything.
progress on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
And curiouser.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
You already met me. I haven't found our book yet.
Please, get it.
I will. Jeez, hold on. Of course, but I had something I wanted to ask you.
What would you like to discuss?
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
No,
You
come
wanted
on.
to speak to me, Miss Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
I don't have the intelligence for that. So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Alright.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, huh? I noticed you mention your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Was this the person, I read the log in the house? He's gone now? You mean she's
I
dead?
don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids
That's
she had,
right.
expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
Jeez.
So when I was born, I got sent here.
That's inhumane.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Sure. It's supposed to be clean. It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
It's an ideal. Not what we live in, but what we strive for. You're a mechanic. Whenever you say machine, it's in need of fixing.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Okay. Let's go. For Maximilian de Soto. Fistful of digits. Let's see where this is on our map. We might be able to do this real quick. Because this is all inside, right? Maybe not. I need to Doc Maybell's finger. Oh, these are the constable ones. Where's the one where this one is the gravesite fees? This is what I was thinking about. Jeez, I'm like, I don't remember having to cut anybody's fingers off. There we go. Idaho. Okay, let's chat with the person up here.
You the new worker?
No.
Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh. You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be.
Excuse
Law
me.
requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
Like,
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
okay. Said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must have been tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said they were the closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
Well, that
Suicide's a
sucks.
crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What a miserable life to live. You can't be serious. What are they gonna do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I guess I'll let you go back to work. What a wild thing to happen. Oh, hello. Come on, Parvati, get in here. Come on, Parvati. I'm gonna shut the door.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Yeah, we're gonna steal. Does that bug you? No, she doesn't care. She's like, whatever. A revolver. I will take that. We're gonna break down the tossball racket. Weapon parts. Tossball card Marina Bekashko. A collectible tossball card. Bekashko has prevented the most foot and hand goals of any Darlings goalie. Interesting. Terminal access. Foreman Phyllis Granger. Messages from Mr. Thompson. Phyllis, owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of the Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstance, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. We're all in this together, except for the suckers who don't get the medicine. Return to root. So there's only one. Personnel files. Oh. Personal files, last entry. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement for something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. It's a start? Okay. So, this place sucks. I mean, there's corporate life and then there's corporate life, but this place sucks. Parvati, come on. I'm gonna steal more stuff from him. And you know what? I don't even feel bad about it. I don't particularly need Spacer's Jaw. Pick up Guide to Medical Engineering Volume 2. Interesting. 0G Brew. Armor parts, bit cartridge. Nope, I didn't want to do that. let's hold E to pick.
Good work.
Thanks. Oh, I'm gonna do them all. I'm taking everything. Let's see. Nope. Me. Me. Inventory. Medical, medical, medical. Got some mods that I stole. Weapons parts, armor parts. Captain's identification. Osai vial. Geothermal code. Phyllis's gravesite fee. The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2, a dense tactical primer on mechanical engineering published by Spacer's Choice. This volume describes the process of repairing and dismantling common models of automechanical workers. Okay, but what do I do with it? I guess just have it? Junk. I want a spaceship, a ring, a tossball card. I guess I don't really know what to do with the junk. Edgewater terminal. From the office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I have instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we are expected to face up to the reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Oh, great. No wonder the plague is spreading like the plague. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Wow. What a jerk. Alright, well, that's everything. I think we've cleaned this space out. Oh. Let's go ahead and collect some more fees. Whoops. Whoa, that was a wild sound. This is the... Yeah, we already talked to Conrad. Said he wasn't going to be able to afford it.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Who are you talking to, honey?
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
You look rough,
Well,
honey.
you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Take it easy. Mr. Thompson didn't send me. I heard you muttering to yourself. Let's use our perception check. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long did you think you could keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me.
You got the plague.
I'm dying.
Yeah, why
I'm
am
not
I standing
long for
so
this
close to
world.
you?
The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
He looks like he got punched in the nose. He's got like the panda black eyes here. Sorry to hear that. You're being paranoid. I'm sure it's all very tragic and heartbreaking. Pay me so I can get out of here. I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any
Okay.
trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
What do you need? How can I help you?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
I can deal with them. What can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Okay, why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
Jeez. I'll get your medicine. Holy crap. In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
Heck yeah, I'll get you your medicine.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Oh, Lord. Anything I should know about this community center besides
Just
the
keep
fact
your
that
head
it's
down when you're in
marauder-ridden?
there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll take care of you. Wow. What a level up, holy moly.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Hello? You scared the heck out of me.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got the symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive.
So?
How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
You let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
How do I know it would go to the people, though? Because she works for the company. You need me to smuggle you medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
What do you think, Parvati?
Where are we headed?
She has no thoughts. Guess let's talk to the barber again, see if we can figure something out.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad's...
What can I do for you?
What about your gravesite? You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Sure. You use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Wow. Got some questions.
Go ahead.
What do you know about the plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What were the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Why don't you treat all the workers? Or what you're describing sounds a lot like a flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
Disgusting. Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
That's monstrous.
Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work.
You seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
Okay, I guess we already talked to him once.
Not a peep from me.
Good job, Parvati. So I guess since we already talked to him about his gravesite bill, he's not going to do anything different. So we can now just go to Silas and talk to him, right? 3 types of armor. Halcyon Helen's serials have generated more than 4 times the revenue of any actor. Oh. I got points. Let's do summon to melee. Inspiration. Well, now that I've got a companion, maybe I should do some points into that. Accept. Melee power attacks. By holding the attack button, you charge up the overhead power attack that inflicts significant extra damage. Doing this charge up during a standard attack will prepare a strong sweep attack that can hit multiple enemies in front of you and is hard to avoid. Okay. Skill points I already got. Perks. I don't have any perks available yet. Oh, that's right. I needed to check this. Collect Ludwig, collect Phyllis, collect Abernathy. Connor says he can't afford to pay his fees. It might be worth mentioning this to Silas. Alright, and then Ludwig is one we have to talk to. There's Silas. And Ludwig is somewhere over there. Let's talk to Silas first.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here.
Ah,
Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, Conrad said about those fees.
You run into any trouble?
Yeah, Conrad said he can't afford.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Okay, are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
All right, whatever. Sure. All right, let's see. So this, somebody's here. I didn't even know this was a place. Okay. Okay. Conrad. Oh, these are the back. This is cool, but I can't do anything with it. Canid examined. Each of your companions has a unique perks and a unique special attack. Build a team that fits your playstyle, or just hang out with your favorites. Don't worry, I will only just play with my favorites. Oh, I see. Alright.
There's something outside the walls today.
Yes?
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
What'd you hear?
Somebody's been rambling about some colony ship. Wonder what that's about.
Oh, that's mine. Thank you, though, for noticing. I guess I'll just walk right in. Don't worry about me. I'm just taking everything from him. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we could pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Holy moly! Heirlooms passed down to his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Well, Phyllis. Well, 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 Mr. Conrad. Oh, that was another door.
What can I do for you?
Waggle my eyebrows at you. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Because I was just in there reading your note. I'm a mind reader. Found your note from Phyllis. None of your business. I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
You should have burned it.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I don't care. I'm just here to collect your dues.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That's horrible.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Alright, see you later, sucker. You know... Alright, now we have to find Ludwig Miller. Interstellar Championship of basically lacrosse, right? I forget what they call it. Stickball. Okay, so we gotta go like around the corner here. Find Ludwig. Ludwig. He's like down here at this factory. Ta-da! What is this? Edgewater landing pad discovered. Hello, Ludwig. Whoa.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally
There
came
we
to
go.
his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
I don't work for you. Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
What are you talking about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
Oh,
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close.
Okay.
Automechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I got another question for you.
Go on.
What do you got against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Can't say that I have.
Pray to the law that you never do. A mechanical never forgets the face of its enemy. First they will rob us of our jobs.
Oh no.
And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Oh snap. Well, I don't know that I want to join your resistance real quick. A workbench. To install your mod, first select the item you wish to upgrade, then Choose what type of mod you wish to install. Finally, pick the mod to install and boom, you upgrade your item. Both weapons and armor can be modified. Mods can't be removed once they're used, so put them on your favorite gear. Jock weapons are built for a discerning warrior who wants to customize and personalize weapon. Okay, so let's say this guy. Okay, install a mod. Mag 2 power. Ranged weapon mod. Magazine changes the weapon's damage type to plasma. Okay. Let's do it. I thought I had a different weapon mod too. Modify. Standard troop armor. 9. I guess 9. Oh, here's back. Tinker, maybe? I had some mods, didn't I? Magazines. Okay. I still don't exactly know how it works. I don't really want to steal this poor old man's money. What's in here?
Hey, that's... What do you think you're doing?
Oui. Nothing at all. My reputation with the fraction has changed. Oh no, how do I tell my factions? Well, I don't know. See, I have extend a sight, ranged weapon. I have gyro sight, ranged weapon mod, sight. I used a lie. I lied to the poor man. But see, I don't have any... Do I have to click on the... Maybe it's not good enough. Whoops. Toughen. Okay. Oh, Spacer's Choice reputation decreased. So... this one. Alright. It's a little wilder. Reputation, okay. Reputation change. Your reputation with a faction has changed. If enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leaving for a few days will calm things down. The people of Halcyon have short memories. How do I check that? Ah, reputation. Spacer's Choice, neutral. I have 1% negative. Okay. Let's turn this into Silas, and then we'll do something else. One of the other quests. Okay, here we are. Wow. There we go. That's reloaded. This is good. This is good. Okay. Alright. We're good.
Grave digging's a fine profession.
Yeah.
Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
That's true. We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit.
Of course.
When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders.
Okay.
Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep my eyes out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Okay. I got those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you. Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness. I want him out of my way.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
There we go. I got my reputation back up. I was hoping for something more tangible.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
I've lost the fees. What did I get? I got XP for persuasion. What else? Bit cartridge, 150 bits. Cool. Abernathy is trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Okay, I guess that's all for now. See you later, sucker. Well, that was quite the completed. A small grave matter. Okay, now I can mark off a quest. A small grave matter. Check. Whoops. So I guess maybe we should go talk to that guy again and join him in his fight against the robots. Because it looks like of all of the quests here, this one comes now in the power is the main quest. Stranger in a Strange Land is the main quest, obviously. Side quests, I have 4 of them. No, 1 companion quest. And then 3 side quests. And there are 6. So I might be able to, and one of them is called Die Robot, so maybe I should go and talk to him and get at that quest. But anyway, I think this is where we will end the episode today. And next time we'll continue on with some other quest, one of these other quests. So in the meantime, thank you everyone and anyone who was watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.